Hello, welcome back to the channel. On today's exciting episode, we're going to get the interior worked on. I got a roll of flooring, some linoleum flooring. It's going to go one big patch all the way across. There's no joints, no seams. Everything will just be nice and easy to clean, easy to maintain. Be perfect. So I'm going to get that put in first so I can put everything on top of it so it's secured and it's not going to go anywhere. And then we can work from that. But first step is I got to clean the inside. Somebody left a mess inside, you know, they don't clean up after themselves. But anyway, let's do that and then get this floor put down. There we go. I got it all cleaned out. It's all ready to go. And before I forget, I'm going to do another 1/8 inch thick plywood sheet over top of all this flooring just to have a nice smooth surface overall. That was the plan from the get-go. I should have done it before I put the door in because the door would have been sitting on top of it, but now I just got a notch around it and adds more work for me, but it's not the end of the world. So that's that step. And if anybody's noticed, the walls are white. They've been white for a little while now already. I was off on vacation a little while ago, and while I was gone, my mom painted it all for me. So it's all got the first coat on it. It's got some touch-ups. I got 2 corner trims up there, some trims over there, and obviously my holes that I cut open for my wires that I got to get patched. But that's that. So let me get this 1/8 inch down here first, and then I can move forward with the linoleum. This is the stuff I got. It's a nice brown color, got some gray tones into it. So it was a clearance thing. That's why I got this color. I might have picked something different if there was a whole bunch of other options and if I was willing to spend an arm and a leg. But anyway, let's get this piece in there and then I can move forward. I'm going to do the best I can for filming. It's really awkward in here because it's a small space. So I got my camera set up outside, peeking through the window, so hopefully that's going to work out like that. And yeah, so the first sheet's just going to be a full sheet. Just going to go here. I'm going to put some glue down. I just got some regular white glue. Works up nice, really easy. And I'm going to staple it all down so it's secure. So I have a nice, smooth, flat surface to go over top of. So. There we go, the subfloor is all in. You can see it's all completed. Got it all buttoned up the way I want it to be. So I'm going to take my measurements of what I need, go into the shop and cut my linoleum to size because it's way oversized. It's a 12-foot by 6.5-foot roll. I only need 10 feet by around 6 feet. So I'll take my exact measurements and go into the shop and cut that to size and then bring it into here. So I might run it up on that back wall just because that's going to be storage area. So I think it would be nice to get a little bit more, you know, protection, if you want to call it that, just for if you have any wet stuff in there, it doesn't just go into that underneath side in the back corner there. So I'm going to do that and lay it in here. So let's get going. Okay, I got the width cut. Let's unroll this and see how it goes. I decided to leave it long. I'm going to run it up the back, or the front wall and the back wall, just because it's there anyway. Why bother cutting it short? So I think it'll be nice. And yeah, let's see what it looks like rolled out. There we go. That's rolled out now. I think I'm going to pull it this way a little bit more so it's kind of centered. How much is in the back, how much is in the front. And then I'll trim around the door. I'm going to use some spray adhesive to glue this down right in front of this main path area, up on the front, back, just kind of secure it into place. But overall, the benches and the cabinets are what's really going to hold this thing down. It's not going to go anywhere. And it should work out really well. So let me try to see if I can scooch this over and get it centered more. Okay, I think I'm happy with where that is right now. That works out well. Let me trim this. So what I'm going to use here to get this stuck down, rather than using linoleum glue, it's just, I figure with all this stuff that's going to sit on top of here, it doesn't need to have that because it's going to be held down enough. I just want to use it in some traffic areas, obviously by the door. I have this 3M adhesive spray, and I'm going to do that right behind here and on the edges just to kind of keep it in place until I get everything else in. And then obviously at the front and the back to keep those overlapped areas, but those higher up areas secured to the wall. So I'm going to start with my edges and get that stuck down, and then I'll work on the ends. So if you haven't used this stuff before, the way it works, you spray both sides, both places you want it to. So I'm spraying it on the floor and then on the back of the flooring material. That way, and then you got to wait for it to get tacky for a bit, and then you can stick it down. So it's not an immediate process, but that's just what it is. It's a little bit awkward doing this like this, but it is. And if for some reason you do get it on places that you don't want it to, a little bit of paint thinner or Goo Gone stuff works really well to remove it. I'm just going to sit and hold it here for a minute. There we go, that's perfect. I'm going to do a couple other spots. There we go, flooring is completed. I have it ran up the back about a foot, and I have it ran up the front about a foot. Now it is all in. I know I wish I could leave this out until the end so I could do my touch-ups of paint, and I got to paint once I get these trims up on the corners and stuff in here, and then all my flat trims across the center. I got to paint all those as well. I wish I could wait on the flooring until after, but it's just going to make it incredibly awkward. So it is what it is. I'll just have to be careful with the flooring later, but here we go. So I'm going to start with the bench. I think that's going to be the first project. I'm going to get that in here. Get one piece all the way across from side to side. That'll kind of keep that front storage separate. And then I can do another piece here to the front, and that goes this way. There'll be a table there, and another piece here that comes across, and then that'll be separate storage. And again, also the bench, and then you could also use that front area as a bench for that table area. So But I'm going to get that measurement, get that first piece in, and then I can build off of it. So, first piece is cut. Well, I was just checking the footage and I just realized that I put that whole thing on a time lapse. So, I was trying to explain what I was using and what I was doing. But anyway, first of all, it's in. It's all secured. It's in there. I have some supports to put along the sides, around the back. Probably some center supports just to kind of hold it all together. So it's stronger up there. And yeah, and then there's going to be some more pieces in here to hold the tabletop and whatever, all sorts of other stuff. But this is, what I'm using is 5/8 birch plywood. And it's all unfinished. It'll be painted white to match everything else. And yeah, so it's secured on. It's all solid in there. I got strips everywhere. Still got to throw some screws in here. I just use staples for now. Staples and glue to hold it all together. But yeah, that's that. So next steps going to be, like I said, finish off those trims, put some supports, get kind of this whole situation figured out, and get it all ready to go for the next parts before I tackle the cabinets. But well, the benches are done. That's awesome. Great step forward. So these are able to open up. This is able to open up. So you can access the storage underneath there. These are fixed in the corner. They're not moving anywhere, so it's nice and solid. I'm going to add some strips underneath here so that they can't slide forward. This one should be fine as is, but I might add one there too just to be safe. But that's that. There's gonna be a table here. I gotta make that top still. That's gonna sit flush with this, obviously, so everything fits in here nice. But it's able to be used and completed more. But anyway, that's that, and I think that's good for there for now. Maybe I'll add these strips real quick so that part's done, and then I'm gonna work on the cabinets in the front. So if anybody's wanting to put this black trim or this kind of trim in these moldings in,
it hurts.
Even my helpers can help, but they complain a lot, saying it hurts apparently. But I didn't find it.
Red.
But it's basically, it's simple. You got this little trim. You fold it backwards and go bottom or top, whichever one you want to go first, and then just fold it over and slide it in. And if you get a nice groove going, it can just slide right in with one pull of your hand. I was able to do that with a few of them.
I want to do it now.
You want to do it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm strong.
So my little helper is going to continue with that.
I did it over there.
Yeah.
Just to hurt.
So start where you were already going.
Got push up and in.
Yeah, you can do that.
See, then that works.
You push up and in.
Yeah, okay. I am holding the top. I cannot start in the middle. We have to do that from there, yeah?
Yeah.
See, that works much better.
His thumb hurts more because I was doing it with this one.
If anybody's worried, I'm not forcing her to do this. She wants to do this.
You want to because it's fun.
You want to, but it's fun.
Just it hurts.
Should be easy, but it's not.
Dad makes it look so easy.
I know.
I've been back and forth on how I want to make these cabinets. I'm a cabinet maker by trade. That's what I do for a full-time job. So this is not my standard way of making cabinets, but I wanted to do something that was a little bit different for the trailer just because of space-wise and how to get the most of what's here. So I've made this frame. I just took a simple 3/8 piece of plywood, cut my holes out where I'm going to have my space. I'm going to do a couple of drawers on each side on the top, so 4 drawers in total, and then the 4 doors at the bottom. So it's all going to be basically one big open space with a shelf in the middle and the floor as the second shelf, if you want to call it that. My power box is going to sit over there on the left hand side, and on the right hand side is where I have a converter that converts all my 110 power down to 12 volts. I don't know if I've shown a picture or a video, sorry, of my setup, but once I get to putting all that in here, I'll show you guys all that. But for now, I want to get these cabinets in here so that it's prepped and ready to go for that. I'm going to do some strips on the wall to mount this to. I'm going to do a 5/8 strip at the top behind this to keep it nice and sturdy. Another 5/8 strip on the wall to have my support for the countertop and whatnot. So I'm going to start getting those pieces cut, get them mounted in here, and get this frame secured into place where I want it. There we go. Lower cabinets are built. I got them all roughly nailed together. I'm gonna fill all those holes, sand it all down. It's all gonna get painted. Got a shelf in there. There's wires down there are for my lights. And yeah, I decided to just do 2 drawers instead of 4. So there being 2 little bit larger drawers, but that's okay. They can be divided in the middle and put whatever you want in them. But I'm gonna work on the upper cabinets now and get that framed out. Well, I'm still, I had to glue this bottom piece together. It wasn't quite big enough, so I'm waiting for it to dry. But yeah, there's the cabinets. Once this is on, I'm going to put some trims in behind here to support some hinges, and then I can make my doors. Although I could probably start already on my doors, but that's the plan, how that's going to look. I think it's going to be really nice, really useful. Lots of storage. And here comes the troublemaker again.
Now,
Hi,
I just
trouble.
want to see what you did.
I did nothing.
That.
I did that, yeah. It's not done yet. It doesn't have a bottom in it.
When you try to put plates in it, it's going to go.
It's just going to fall down and break. Useless cabinet.
Maybe I put some doors and leave it like that so when they jump in, like, no! Here. Sorry. There we go. 1 drawer box in. We'll build a front for that. This is just stuff I had laying around the shop. There we go. 2 usable drawers. Perfect. I'll put some lockers on there so they don't, so when they're closed, that they stay closed, they don't open up from traveling and whatnot. But here we go. Well, I think that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. If you like the progress, please like that video. If you didn't like it, please tell me why so I can improve. I'm working my best getting this thing done. It's coming along really, really well. I'm really proud of it. I think it's going to look great when it's all done. This is all going to get painted white, in case I didn't mention that. But yeah, that's that. And please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thank you for my subscribers. Really appreciate all of you. Love seeing those numbers go up, and makes my day every day when I see that. So, but anyway, thank you for watching, and until next time, have a good day.